what you'll notice about him versus the larger adults is that he has all of these light colored bands and a lot of that beige and yellow color in his skin, and that's what helps these juvenile alligators blend in with their environment so that they don't get eaten by other alligators or other animals. At this size, really all he would have to worry about is a larger alligator, and they'll eat each other quite often. They're opportunistic. Also, what's interesting about them is they don't grow at a certain rate. So you might think that this is a baby alligator or that he's only a couple of years old, and in reality he could be 10 years old. We don't really know. I mean, his growth has been slowed to such a point because of being in captivity all of his life that he could be a relatively old alligator. And then this guy is very unique. He's an albino. The albinos were first discovered in the state of Louisiana back in 1992. At that point, there was around 90 of them known to exist. They're all in captivity in private collections and zoos across the country. We were fortunate to get this guy. He was from the last nest. And but since then, a few people have been breeding him and had a little bit of success. So thankfully, we haven't seen the end of the albino alligators. One of us gets in the water with the alligator. I think the ones we have here are between 7 and 8 feet in length, and they'll weigh in the 200-pound range. And then we show what these animals will do when they perceive that they're being threatened. More times than not, an alligator will turn tail and run away and avoid a confrontation with a human. But if he feels threatened or if he's cornered, then he'll start to show his defensive display, which will be hissing. He'll swish his tail around, open his mouth up real wide to show his teeth, in just an aggressive display. We do a part of the show where we show how the jaws work. We actually put our hand inside the gator's mouth while it's open, and then quickly touch its mouth, and in less than 1/8 of a second they snap shut. Barely we have enough time just to get our hand out of there. It's it's an impressive display. It's really educational. There's some comedy involved. We could get up there with a textbook and start reading things off, but it's just not near as effective than actually doing things hands-on. And which is why these shows with animals have become so popular on Discovery Channel and Animal Planet. Is people want to see this stuff. I mean, it's great to see them out in the wild and respect them, but it's also, they make a great teaching tool when we take them out and we can show people here in West Virginia what alligators are about.